Today, I decided to start again studying product photography because I bought this course 1 year ago, and I started learning. But I decided just to focus on portrait photography, which is I can say it was a bad decision because on the Monday to Saturday, for example, is the day just work and come home and do my things. But I spend all the time editing my picture, which is good. But I could take the a few time and to learn the product photography. So yeah, today I decided I'm gonna start learning, practice more product photography because yeah, probably things gonna change. I'm so happy for that. And yeah, and yeah, it's is what I'm saying. For me, for example, I'm not doing photography just to do photography. It's not like I really want to do this to be good at, and because I have a plan to have something with the language learning and build something you can teach other people to speak English, because something will help me a lot. I'm living here. I don't need anyone to translate anything from me. I can manage my life here alone. And I think it's important to learn a language because it's not only the language, but it's the discipline. The thing is, for you to learn a language, you have to have a really, you have to have discipline. You have to be willing to make mistake. And as human, for example, we are afraid to make mistake. We are afraid of people think what people are gonna think about us. But as I say this all the time, if you are willing to try things, to learn things, to do your own things, even if people are gonna talk whatever they're gonna talk, you're gonna end up going to some places that they're never gonna be because they are thinking, they are being afraid to be themselves. And for me, I think a language can help you with that because it's like building the habit, building the discipline to learn is really, really important. And for me, is one of the reason I do photography. I decided to do photography. It was by accident, but now looking at it, it's a very, very good thing who happened to me because I don't see myself teaching English, but I see myself taking pictures, doing videos, because this is the thing I like to learn. I like studying, I like reading, marketing, and yes, it's really, really good. And also, it's I want to inspire people to learn. It's so sad, how people gonna say those the people who try to do things, and you have some people gonna say, "Oh, you are so boring. You are so this." And when you are young in school, you look at those things. You say, you are afraid to be yourself, right? And and you end up looking those people say, "Man, now what you are doing? You're just smoking around, drinking. This is what you are doing." And I always say this. I remember since I was in school, I don't care what other people think about me. I'm gonna do my thing regardless. I'm gonna be with cool people, talk with them, be friend with them, and I'm gonna be with the shy people. I used to move around everyone. I'm gonna talk with everyone, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna be me. And I think it's a cool thing, cool kind of personality to have. Man, at the end of the day, I'm doing my things. And I can say I found out really, really early on it's not how to deal with people, but how people can try to manipulate you, to fit in, to be like them. And yeah, I found out really, really early on, and it's really, really important. And I think sometimes if you have this way of thinking, you can do your thing and inspire young kids, for example, to don't let that stop them to be themselves. And for me, it's so sad. It's so sad. I don't I don't really like it when you see someone who are not confident, they are wasting time, they are wasting a potential to be someone better, you know, but you're gonna be shy because your friends are talking things. Yeah. And for me, this is using photography or English, whatever it is I'm doing, it's just to be able to talk about it, because the reality is I never want to be a person who just talk to talk. I decide I have to be good to do something, and I waste a lot of time, you know. So, but yeah, it's just what I'm saying. Like, it's really, really important, like, to help. And I also, again, I'm saying this, I'm not like a motivational speaker. It's not something I'm interested on. It's not something that I'm trying like to be a coach and charge people money, because one of the things I say too is like, I don't like these kind of motivational speakers who go to the stage and talk, and sometimes they take course to motivate other people, which is stupid. But it's just to be able like to say, look guys, this is like the thing we don't learn in school, and we have to talk about it. Like, educate people like to believe in themselves, you know, because I always say this, like, if I believe in myself, you believe in yourself, how are you gonna hate me? How are we gonna have a problem? Because I believe in myself, I'm doing my thing. You believe in yourself, you are doing your own thing. So I don't think, like, I don't see any possibility for us to be hating each other, you know. So I think, yeah. And sometimes it can sound like crazy for me to talk about this, and sometimes I think on my Instagram, like, why I'm doing this, like, you know. But is what I say, like, I like doing these things, and of course it's like, it's not something to shine in now, and sometimes you don't want to ever, like, nobody gonna give you attention or support. But yeah, you don't have to wait for that. It's like I say, I don't have to wait for that. I don't. And of course I made a mistake, like, expecting, having some expectation like people are gonna support you, all this. I have the, we all make mistake, let's be fucking honest here. I made this mistake, but I learned in my way, like, man, at the end of the day is you, because you're gonna die one day. If you die today, you don't gonna die with your mom, you're gonna die with your father, you're gonna die alone. So yeah, you have to decide what you want to do, and do that. And for me, it's just, I'm so really, really happy for this moment now, because I remember, like, it was like 5 years ago, Ricardo Diniz, he told me like to make video on YouTube about my process, my journey with English. And I told him like, oh, but I don't have anything to talk about. What I'm gonna talk about? It's like, see. And I remember back then I used to tell him, like, for me it was just the experience at the university. I didn't like it, and he didn't tell me to talk about it, but he told me like, just make a video and share it there. But I didn't say, man, I don't know, I can do this, so I didn't do it, you know. But 5 years later, yeah, it was a long time, but here I am now. So my goal is like being good with photography and get some attention, and yeah, and talk about these things, and try like to incentivize people to do things, man. Because as I always say, like, I don't believe like our work should be boring, and learning, studying, going to school should be boring too. This is the thing we do most of the part of our life. How it can be boring? Like, have excitement, have like a joy to do things, because at the end of the day you are doing something who's gonna help you make the money to live your life. But it's not like you're gonna learn now, you're gonna slave yourself just to make money, to buy things, as I say, and to show people like, oh, look at me, how I'm living. And I always say this, I never care about money. I remember in 2017 I told myself this, because I saw my father like sick, and I look myself, and I used to play basketball, and I'm good in basketball, and I look myself and I say like, man, if I see this like happen with my father, why I'm gonna care about this? I give up everything, like, and I didn't care about anything. Look, 5 years later, 6 years later, I'm looking myself and say, you know what? These things happen. Now you have to look for yourself. Don't worry, get the things, because you want to live life, you want to do your own things, you don't want to depend on the other people. So you have to prepare yourself to be good, to do something for yourself. So this is what I'm doing now. So yeah, I'm so happy. Like I feel like I'm back. And one of the things is like I never wait for anyone to motivate me to do anything. Like if I want to do something, I will do it. But yeah, so right now is like preparing myself mentally. It's like you have to talk with people who know better than you, who can help you. So I have these things, I have these people, and I have them on my contact. So now I just have to do the work. Yeah. So yeah, today is the video is like learning and taking responsibility for your own things. Yeah.